Yo, guys, I hope you're well. So, guys, our man Dax dropped a track collaborating with Tom MacDonald at some point yesterday, and I missed it. And with Dax, I always seem to be a day late and a dollar short. I don't do it on purpose, it just happens. I was out yesterday at my friend's recording studio out in the country. We had a great time yesterday, and I came back this morning to check out that Dax has dropped. And he's dropped a poignant and probably a timely track because it's called Soldier. And we're now coming up to some huge milestones when it comes to soldiers and wars and great wars. It's 110 years since the start of the Great War or World War One, and it is now nearly 80 years since the end of World War Two. And right now, people, at the moment, we are on the brink, or we have been on the brink for a while, for World War Three. So it's quite poignant because I'm thinking about the US elections that happened just a few days ago, and with Donald Trump winning the election for the Republicans, could this be that we could get some kind of results in some wars that are going on in around the world now, which are threatening to escalate into huge and much more bigger outcomes? I was about to say skirmishes, they're not skirmishes, they're actually wars. But I don't know, people, so I apologise, I'm not well at all, so hopefully I can get through this. But I just thought I want to do my piece here and check this out. So the first shot we've got here, this is the only thing I've seen on this track, guys. And it looks like it's a burning village. It could be anywhere. It could be somewhere in Africa. It could be somewhere in the mountains of Asia. It could be anywhere. And this is really a factor of war. So it looks like a burned out township, village, or whatever you want to call it. So, guys, this is Soldier. And I just want to quickly say that with Dax and Tom MacDonald, I've covered them a few times on collaborations. So I remember one was Blame the Rappers was one. Another one was something like, was it Propaganda? And there was a third one about White and Black, something like that. I think there's been more, but I've definitely covered Tom MacDonald on Propaganda because I think they were both singing on that. I'm sure of it. But this one's going to be really interesting because I know how Tom feels about war and soldiers and America. I don't know as much about Dax, but I'm certainly feels exactly the same way. So, guys, let's get it. Ooh.
I'm a soldier. I'm a soldier. I'm a soldier. I'm a soldier. I'm the one who wake up when the times get hard. Yeah. I'm a soldier. I'm a soldier. When times get hard, I'm who they call. I'm a soldier. When my back's against the wall, I'm breaking now I fall. I'm a soldier. I know how it feels to be caught in the rain. Going to war in your brain when depression is staring you right in the face and anxiety's grabbing you, making you shake. But there's people depending on you to be great, so you hide all the feelings and push them away. It's too hard trying to mix it all with the pain. I'm drinking the cool off and it's all in my veins. I'm making these new songs to move on to restrain from grabbing the sword off and going to cock it and aim at these who wants the people who shame. The role that a man has to play as a husband, a father, a brother, a son to a servant, protecting his family's name. They laugh in your face when you try to explain or express. Then tell you they love you without any loyalty, patience, or basic respect.
Oh, they say that they love you without any loyalty. And I remember in a track a couple of years ago, I think Tom MacDonald did, was it PTSD? And that was really interesting because a lot of people were really responding in the comments to how they've served and they've suffered from PTSD in so many ways. And it's something which is high on my mind because I've always said this in the UK, and I'm certain I've heard it again from the USA as well, is when soldiers come back from serving in the military, they're really treated like invisible people. The country wants to know you when it comes to, yeah, we want you to defend us and we want you to do whatever we want to do abroad in foreign places, etc., etc. But when it comes down to the soldiers returning from war, they turn their backs on the soldiers and pretend they don't exist. And these guys have gone through so much to serve their countries and they get so little in return. And that I've always thought is something which is disgusting. And it's not just in the UK, not just the USA, it seems to be everywhere. They treat their military people with disdain. And I think that is a crying shame. Crying shame.
I expect you to smile every day while it eats in your mind and your soul get flesh and you work and you wither away to the day that you can't and you're broken and nothing is left in your world and you can't. I'm a soldier. When times get hard, I'm gonna let go. I'm a soldier. I'm the one who let go. When my back's against the wall, breaking now and fall.
I'm a soldier with my back against the wall. Or, sorry, I'm a soldier. I'm the one that they call when your back's against the wall. I'm a soldier. And I really like the way this video's been done. I have no idea who shot this. It looks like almost like one of these video games in some ways. And it doesn't glorify war, but it shows you how you are in the maelstrom. You're in the center of everything that happens. So in some ways, you probably can't even control what's happening to you. You're in the middle of this cacophony of just noise, bright lights, bombs, all sorts of things going off, and you're there to defend your country. And it amazes me how anyone has the guts and the intestinal fortitude to do that, because I don't think I could do that, to put yourself in harm's way for a battle where you've probably got no real argument with your foe who's over the way from you, with maybe you in his crosshairs. You've got no personal disagreement with that person, but because ideologies are different, etc., or whatever, you and this other person are fighting.
My pronouns are he, him, his. My job is to feed these kids. Be strong, keep feelings within. My papa taught me to protect the weak. A man ain't what he got, a man is what he gives. And when he gives it all, then it still ain't enough. Then he's the one to blame and no one gives a shit. Never leave a man behind. We all crack and break within the hands of time. I got an axe to grind. With anybody trying to identify as a guy, if their chromosomes ain't XY, you would never understand what it's like for a man. Gotta fight with your hands, wanna cry, but you can. If it's right for the fam, you will tighten your pants. Provide a romance, you would die where you stand.
Sorry guys, Tom just said something really important there, and it was never leave a man behind. And I know, say from the US point of view, in Vietnam, etc., they had squads who actually went back to make certain that a downed soldier, a downed comrade was taken from the battlefield and rescued. And in areas as well, such as in Africa, like the Black Hawk Down, etc., they made certain that no matter what happened, that they rescued that individual, whether they're alive or dead. And that just shows the humanity of man in a field or in a theatre where there shouldn't be any humanity. In the midst of war, you still protect your comrades, your fellow comrades. And it's just something that people should really hold on to, and people should really be alert to. So when people are tub thumping and looking for war, let's kill, let's whatever, think about the human beings, because each and every person here in this situation is a human being. They've got family, friends and loved ones, and they have aspirations apart from and aside from the battlefield. They have aspirations which some of them will never achieve.
Gotta be a bigger man when there's problems. Get judged by the money in your wallet. It's our fault, let's be honest. We built the world that labeled us toxic. We gotta lean in.
We built the world that labeled us toxic.
Keep the peace and fight the fires and be police. When a man gets tired, he don't lay down to sleep. He take all the heat, don't complain over retreat. Cold world and it's hard times, and our children inherit the land. If you think that being a boy is just picking a pronoun, you should try being a dad.
I love the music. It's so melancholy on this one. He's talking about pronouns. You should try being a dad. He's saying about how America is basically told to, you need to police the whole world. You need to get involved in arguments and disputes that probably have no concerns with you apart from you just want to keep the peace. But then even though you do get involved, you get blamed, whether it goes well or badly. So damned if you do, damned if you don't.
You can build all the houses and fix all the cars and work and you're breaking your back. But the hardest job in the world, being a man.
The hardest job in the world is being a man. It's being a parent to your child, whether you're male or female.
I'm a soldier. When times get hard, I'm gonna let go. I'm a soldier. I'm the one who let go. When my back's against the wall, breaking now or fall.
I love that. I'm a soldier. I'm the one that they call when their back's against the wall. But then when everything's going well, Soldiers are the invisible people. Trust me on this. I've spoken to a lot of soldiers in the UK and the US, and these guys are the salt of the earth, but they are treated in. I cannot express how much anger I have for the powers that be that treat the people who protect them. They treat them with contempt.
Weight of the world on my shoulders is crushing me. People around me, they don't even know. I put on this cape and go save everybody while I'm being shattered and all of my bones. Take on the pressure of being the hero who saves, but has no one to help with his own. Demons inside that try to eat him alive. I'm going insane, and when I'm out of my mind, I look at the stars and talk to God in the sky. I wait on his words, but I don't get a reply. I try to refrain from diving deep, so I hold back tears that try to come out my eyes. In this world as a man, where we know we can't cry, cause the people we love look at us to confide. So I'm silently screaming for help. Life is a battle inside of these trenches, especially when fighting it all by yourself. PTSD from the memories, people who left you for dead and then drug you through hell, leaving you shot deep inside of a shell with stories you hate but nobody to tell. While you question God at your soul.
Silently screaming for help. PTSD. It's real, people. It is real.
When times get hard, I'm too late gone. I'm a soldier. I'm the one who's late gone. When my back's against the wall, breaking now I fall. I'm a soldier. I'm a soldier. I'ma give you more. I'm a soldier. I'm a soldier.
In honor of all those who have served and sacrificed their lives. As I said, so we're 2024, which is, if you think 1914, 2024 is 110 years since the Great War started. 2024 from 1945 is 79 years, if I get my maths correct, since World War II ended. And to be honest with you, we're still making the same mistakes, aren't we? But that was really, really good. So that was our man Dax featuring Tom MacDonald, and that track was called Soldier. And it didn't glorify in any way war. It just told you the raw truth of what war is and what it's like for and to be a soldier. You basically take commands. And when your body and your mind is screaming to you to run in the other direction, you are trained to run towards danger, towards unseen fire, towards the unknown unknowns. And it takes a certain type of person, a certain type of bravery, a certain type of intestinal fortitude to do that, where all around you, to your left and to your right, people are dropping. It is crazy. And I thought that was fantastic. Whoever did the video did a great job. It was really, really interesting because you felt like you were in the midst of what was going on there. And neither Dax or Tom MacDonald tried to steal the scene, etc. They just portrayed the scene like incredible artists painting a picture. And that picture is what it is like and what it potentially feels like to be a soldier. So guys, as we come up to Remembrance Day, I hope that everyone pays their respects, because millions and millions and millions of people around the world died to give us our future. And this is the future that we'll either roll with or we will destroy ourselves. And that is what, well, I'm not going to comment too much on it. So we have a chance, people, to take a step back, take a big look at ourselves, and a chance to really do what we should be doing, and that is to bring everyone in this world together. Instead of dividing, we need to unite. We've all got commonalities that we can unite on. There's lots of things that people who are higher up are looking at to try to divide and rule us. I don't know why they're trying to do it, but they are. But at the end of the day, we know who we are, we know what we want, and yeah, let's stick together. And let's not let them drive a wedge between us. Guys, that was Tom MacDonald featuring on Dax's record, Soldiers. That was fantastic. Hope you enjoy it. And yeah, it's the weekend, so look after yourselves, look after each other, and please come back to the next Urb'n Barz reaction, guys.